So welcome to the session. We will be talking about Ramanavami, which is tomorrow. So today actually is the eve of Ramanavami. And Ramanavami, as you may know, is the birthday of Lord Ram. So we are doing this a day before. Before we go for any further acknowledgements to Master Chokoksui, it is really due to his influence and due to his teachings that I have had this small understanding of the topic that we will talk about. To the many acharyas, the many senior pranic healing mentors that I have had, and others, guides and tutors who have helped me, and also other spiritual schools, notably the Chinmay Mission School, who have some of what I will talk about today is coming from them. And of course, our Pranic Healing Society team. I thank all of them for their guidance, for their help and making this possible. So we talk about Lord Ram. What do we know about Lord Ram? We know that he is an avatar. He is one of the many avatars. What does it mean when we say avatar? Who do we call an avatar? You know, in a manner of speaking, you and me, we are also avatars, because the literal meaning of the word avatar is to descend or to incarnate. That is the usual sense in which this word avatar is used. And so, in that respect, each of us is also an avatar. But really, it would be far-fetched to call ourselves avatars, right? थोड़ा ज्यादा हो जाएगा अगर हम अपने आप को अवतार बोलेंगे, because when we say avatar, it usually means something that is someone or something that is divine, which has descended. In many ways, we say when God descends to earth and God takes human form, that is what we usually or typically call as an avatar. Yes, you agree with me? It's the divine taking physical form. That is what we will usually refer to as avatar. Now, one question comes here, and it's an interesting question. There is no simple answer, but we'll try to discuss it. The avatars, say for example, Lord Ram, are they God taking human life? Or are they God-like humans, human souls, who incarnate? Can you see the difference? Can you see the difference between the two things? In one case, we are saying it is God who has incarnated. And in the other case, we are saying it is just a highly evolved or spiritually developed soul who has, like, you and me, we are also souls and we have incarnated, but we are perhaps not that highly evolved. But when we talk about the avatars, we are, of course, talking about either God incarnating or a highly, highly evolved soul incarnating. Anyway, my thought on this is that it is the एक ही बात है. It is really in effect, or in a practical sense, it boils down to the same thing. Whether you say God taking human form or a God-like soul taking human form, as far as we are concerned, it is for all practical purposes the same thing. So let's not get too caught up. Although from the school we are in, Master Chokoksui school, we understand that it is the latter, the second hypothesis, which is highly evolved souls who come back to earth. Yeah, and this point of view is supported by other spiritual schools, by other spiritual leaders. For example, if you've heard of Yoganandji, Yoganand, Paramhans Yoganand, who's written that famous book, The Autobiography of a Yogi, he also supports this point of view that they are not God taking, because according to him, God will never take human form. But these are highly evolved souls, souls who have achieved God union or God consciousness to a reasonably full level, their consciousness is almost completely fused or united with the consciousness, with, God consciousness. They are at that high level, high level. So anyway, for all practical purposes, you can say God become human or God like human come back to human form. Yeah. So one thing that comes from this is Master Choa also has explained what is the correct way for us to address them, to show respect to them, and to, if we want to connect to them, then what is the proper address? So, like we do Sharanagati to Master Choa, we say Avatar, uh, Mahatma, Master Chokoksui, Namaste, I the soul salute the divinity in you. Somewhat similar. He said you call them Maha Avatar Sri Ram or Avatar Paramatma Sri Ram. Yeah. I hope it is I'm clear enough in this. I think I have a slide on this. Let me put up the slide. So Avatar Paramatma Sri Ram. Avatar we've already seen. Avatar means descended. The word Paramatma is important. It's a key because what it is telling you is that who has taken avatar is a soul that whose consciousness is normally at the level of the Paramatma, a God realized soul who has taken avatar and come back to earth. Yeah. So, it's the way Theosophy explains it is that they were souls like you and me thousands of years ago. Slowly. It's the spiritual path is like a ladder, almost an infinite ladder. Now they were on the ladder. You understand ladder steps? They were much ahead of us. And they have perhaps made more effort. Perhaps they were more one-pointed. Perhaps they were more industrious. Anyway, so they attained this level where they now, for them, they are clear of karma. They are clear of all, sansar and pain and suffering and so on. For them, coming back into this incarnation is optional. Why do they do this? They come here to help us. Think of a university or imagine that there is an institute, educational institute, where from kindergarten up to PhD, all classes are available. So these are people who have passed PhD. They have got the PhD degree. We are perhaps in kindergarten or first or second standard or something like that. Now, these people had the choice of going somewhere else to some other university or to industry or, not, but they have chosen to stay back in the university or come back to the university and teach us, because that is what they do. They essentially are world teachers. They are messengers of God. They come and give us the messages that should help us live life properly. So one of the words, the terms that is used for them is messengers of God. The another word is they are world teachers. Why world teachers? Because their teachings apply to the whole world. They are not related to this particular sect or this particular region. Their teachings are regardless of time, region, caste, etc., etc. They are completely, their teachings go far beyond that. So essentially the teachings, if you look at all the different avatars and you study their what they have had to say, you will find that their teachings essentially boil down to three things. First of all, they come to remind us who we really are. Secondly, they come to remind us why are we here, why are we living in the world, what is the purpose of our life. And the third is how to live so that we attain the purpose of our life. Yeah, let me repeat. First of all, hum hai kaun? Who are we? our true identity. Secondly, the true purpose of our existence. And thirdly, how to attain that? How to attain the purpose? What is the proper way of living? The correct way of living, so that we are more likely to realize the purpose of our life. You see, why is this required? Unfortunately, we, the human race, has a tendency to forget. We have the tendency to forget who we really are. Now, all of you, of course, all of us are, on the spiritual path. If I ask you, who are you really? You will say, I am the soul. But, if you look at the 99.999% of the world's population, it's, I think, about 7 billion people, 700 crore people. Out of them, how many of you think, how many do you think are aware of this? And out of the ones who are aware, even, you and me, at least me, I can say, do I really live this? Do I spend my life with soul awareness, with soul consciousness? So they come to earth to remind us कि हम हैं कौन? Who are we? Secondly, why are we born? What is the purpose of our life? What is the proper way to live? Because we tend to forget that we are the soul, and we start thinking that we are the body and the mind. We have this sad tendency to leave dharma because it is, inconvenient. It is sometimes not the most comfortable way of living. We tend to seek comfort rather than correctness. Dharma, adharma, are you aware of these terms? Dharma means righteousness, the proper way of conduct, the proper conduct. So we tend to lose or miss out on dharma and adopt adharma. Adharma means the improper way of conduct. Why? Because sometimes adharma seems more comfortable. It seems that we will be more successful. Our life will be more luxurious, more comfortable, more wealthy if we adopt adharma rather than follow the path of dharma. So these great teachers come to remind us. Also, the human race, unfortunately, has this very stupid tendency of self-destruction. Let me remind you, there is that Russia-Ukraine war. Now then there is the Israel-Hamas war. Everything was peaceful, and then one day Hamas decides to attack Israel. 6th October or 10th October or something like that last year. Now Iran and Israel are pointing missiles at each other. Forget that, forget wars. Just by the damage we are doing to the environment, we are heading towards self-destruction. So these great beings, unfortunately, they realize that they realize that we are, the human race has a tendency or a stupid streak. And they come down and remind us, come on, wake up. What are you doing? You are forgetting who you are. You are forgetting why you are here. You are forgetting the correct way to live. Correct? Also, one thing to think about. What these great avatars are also reminding us is that this whole world, I mean, our world, now you can say just the earth, or you can say solar system, or the universe, or however far you want to go, there is a spiritual management team, or there is a group which is in charge of managing let's just talk about our planet. There is this team of great beings who have taken responsibility and who are managing. That's why they come when they see things are going little too much, when adharma is becoming too much and dharma is shrinking, they come back. In the next, I think in a few days, we are going to have the Vesak festival. That is another reminder of this management team, where Lord Buddha to this team made a promise that every year I will come for how much? 8 minutes, I think he comes. 8 minutes. So he comes for 8 minutes. And what does he do? He transfers his blessings to this group of spiritual managers. And he gives them enough that they will be sustained for 1 year. And then next Vesak, he will come again. Anyway, Vesak we will talk about again. But they are also reminding us of the divine plan. When they tell us about dharma and adharma, they are reminding us that this whole system, the entire planet, the solar system, the universe, it is a part of a divine plan. We are getting our existence to fulfill the divine plan. Yeah? Okay, so this is what they come and teach. So, for example, Lord Ram, what did he teach us? What did Lord Ram teach us? He taught us, he essentially his teachings were how to live in dharma. Number one. Number two, very important, he explained to us, and not only explained, but he demonstrated to us how adharma may seem more powerful. But if you are resolute, if you are strong in your, if you persevere in dharma or in dharmic conduct, in righteousness, you will eventually triumph. Yes? And towards that, he also is a living example, and he also gives teachings, he gives preachings, which we will talk about the importance of character development, about inner purification. Because you see, it is why dharma, the dharmic conduct is difficult, because our character is weak. There is that song in some Hindi film, character dhila hai. So when the character is a little weak, the tendency is to look for shortcuts, to look for comfort zone rather than doing the right thing. Yes. And the more important thing, one very important aspect, as far as we are concerned, as Pranic Healers, he has a special place for us, a special significance for us. Because for our Guruji, his Mahaguruji, who we often refer to as Mahaguruji Mailing. Now, as Mahaguruji Mailing, there is no record of any incarnation. At least I am not aware. But there is record of other incarnations. There is this Egyptian priest, then Lord Padmasambhava, Buddha Padmasambhava. But for us, the topic today, Lord Sri Ram. So before Master left his body, he revealed this in his books, that in one incarnation, Lord Padmasambhava or Mahaguruji Mailing was Lord Ram. I hope you are aware of this, and this is not coming as a shock or a surprise to you. Anyway, so you can see the connection, you can see the lineage. Hamare Guruji, our Guruji, what did he focus on? He focused on the arhatic way of life, or incorporating character
सुनो
development,
ना, बिस्किट मीठा है ना, उसके साथ चाय पी लेंगे, इतना सा नाम पे चीनी देंगे.
incorporating proper living, character-based living, purifying the character, living by higher moral standards into your day-to-day life. Yes, I think if you have been studying Master Choa, we know this, correct? So you can see that the lineage is very appropriate, because jitna importance Lord Rama gives to character development, I don't think in modern times any other spiritual teacher gives as much importance as Master Chokox. If you remember Master Choa's last 3 messages, anybody remember them? Practice diligently. Practice diligently. So what does it mean to practice? What are you going to practice? His teachings of Arhatic Yoga and Pranic Healing. And they are all related to righteous living. Second, what is the second one? Purify yourself. So when he has to choose 3 last messages to give, 2 of them are completely aligned with the teachings of Lord Ram. Yeah? So why I'm telling you this is because I think, as you know, now recognizing that Lord Ram is our Mahaguruji, we should give, what is the third one? Okay, the third one is spread the teachings. Spread the teachings. The three last messages: practice diligently, purify yourself, and spread the teachings. So we should pay more attention to Lord Ram, more effort to reading about Lord Ram, studying his teachings, studying his life, trying to learn lessons from him. Do you know Lord Ram as a healer? There are incidents of him as a healer. Do you remember? Anybody remember? So there is this lady Ahilya who is stone. Now, obviously, she's not stone, but she's she's like, have you heard of frozen shoulder? So probably
Yes, sir,
she
yes,
she
sir.
is frozen all over. So in that respect, Lord Ram heals her because he restores her back to normal condition. So shall we try to connect to Lord Ram? Shall we do Sharanagati practice to Lord Ram? Yeah. So I hope this is something. Why am we are doing this today is because tomorrow is his birthday. How are you going to say happy birthday to Lord Ram unless you connect to him? If there's somebody you can visit personally, it's great. You visit that person and you take a gift or a bouquet and you offer it. Okay, not possible with Lord Ram. So what will you do with other people? Maybe you can call them. Hi, happy birthday. Correct? But with Lord Ram, how will you connect? So you need to do the Sharanagati. Shall we do that? Now, let us remember and let us respect the hierarchy. Our connection to Lord Ram will be better through Master Choa. So, shall we do our Sharanagati first to Master Choa? Hands at the heart. Now, those of you who are Arhatic practitioners, if you want to do it the Arhatic way, please go ahead. Think of Master Choa, the image of Master Choa in front of you. Let's say it together. Master Chokoksui, Mahatma Master Chokoksui, Namaste. I, the soul, salute the divinity in you. I, the soul, recognize the spiritual teacher in you. I, the soul, am super receptive, super conductive at all levels to the divine energies, teachings, blessings coming from you and passing through you. Yes, Master. Thank you, Master. Love you, Master. Now, please think of Lord Sri Ram. I'll just put up his image so it might be a little easier to visualize him. You say Avatar Paramatma Sri Ram Namaste. Avatar Paramatma Sri Ram Namaste. I, the soul, salute the divinity in you. I, the soul, recognize the Avatar Paramatma in you. I, the soul, am super receptive, super conductive at all levels to the divine energies, teachings, blessings, healing energies coming from you and passing through you. Be still, be receptive. Yes, Avatar Paramatma Shri Ram. Thank you, Avatar Paramatma Shri Ram. With gratitude, Take a deep breath. With respect. Take a deep breath. With lots and lots of love. With tremendous devotion. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Again, hands on the heart. Think of Lord Avatar Paramatma Sri Ram. Avatar Paramatma Sri Ram. Namaste. I, the soul, salute the divinity in you. I, the soul, recognize the Avatar Paramatma in you. I, the soul, am super receptive, super conductive at all levels to the divine energies, teachings, blessings, the healing energies coming from you, passing through you. Yes, Avatar Paramatma Shri Ram. Thank you, Avatar Paramatma Shri Ram. With gratitude, with respect, with lots and lots of love. Thank you. Let's do it one more time, please. Avatar Paramatma Shri Ram, Namaste. I, the soul, salute the divinity in you. I, the soul, recognize the Avatar Paramatma in you. I, the soul, am super receptive, super conductive at all levels to the divine energies, teachings, blessings, healing energies coming from you and passing through you. Yes, Avatar Paramatma Shri Ram. Thank you, Avatar Paramatma Shri Ram. With gratitude, with respect, with tremendous love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Just be still, be aware. Let's raise both hands. Imagine your family in front of you. Let's share this energy with our entire family. May all family members be blessed by Lord Sri Ram, by his divine energies. May they be blessed with good health, happiness, prosperity, abundance, and spirituality, with divine guidance, divine help, divine protection. Anybody in the family needs more blessings. Just think of them. Bless them with what is required by them. So slowly, gently, please open your eyes. I hope you're not feeling over energized. If you are, then please do a little rooting. It's already 6:30. Can we spend 10 more minutes? Or if you have to, if you're short of time, I'm sorry, but please go ahead. We will upload the recording. Okay, thank you.
So please continue.
Yeah, so continuing. So just a reminder, all the great avatars, the world teacher, including Lord Ram, they are here as world teachers and they give us teachings in two ways. Number one, they're direct teachings. They, they, what should I say? They give discourse or lecture or preaching. For example, Lord Krishna gave us the Bhagavad Gita. Similarly, Lord Ram has given direct preachings. So for that, you have to go through his epics. You will find them. I'll quickly talk about a couple of them. But secondly, they teach through their life, through their conduct. Because academic knowledge is not sufficient. It has to be lived. They have to walk the talk. So popularly with Lord Sri Ram, you will find many, many lectures and many, people talking about what lessons you can draw from his life. We will talk about them also, but let's first talk about his direct preachings. Now, there are many teachings spread throughout the two main epics related to the life of Lord Ram. Are you aware of them? Number one is Valmiki Ramayana. Number two is the Ramcharitmanas. So, for example, there are two of them I'll talk about today. One is called the Ram Gita. Ram Gita. This is a discourse by Lord Ram to his brother Lakshman. It comes in the Aranya Kand of Ramcharitmanas. This is where Lakshmanji approaches Sri Ram and says, please tell me how to achieve moksha. Or basically saying, what is the purpose of life and how do I achieve it? So Lord Ram gives him a discourse. He covers topics like Maya, delusion. You understand Maya? Have you heard of the word Maya? Not the movie Maya Memsab, but the Maya refers to in spiritual things we are talking about. When we talk about Maya, we are talking about delusion. Why? We talked about how we leave dharma and follow adharma. We forget that we are the soul and we think we are the body and the mind. Why? This is this Maya, the role of Maya. This is what Maya does. And the way to overcome Maya. So he talks about Vairagya, that is emotional control. Then he talks about Gyan, that is mental exercise. You obtain Gyan through mental exercise by reading, by study, and so on. And then the third one is Bhakti. He says you have by practicing Bhakti, you will achieve moksha. It's a very interesting thing. Perhaps we will do a book study on it very soon. So, in the Pranic Healing Society, we have committed to spread the teachings of our Mahaguruji, that is Lord Ram. So please stay connected with us, and we will keep talking about Lord Ram and lessons from Lord Ram. And then there is another one called Vibhishan Gita. This comes in the Lanka Kand, during the battle in Ramcharitmanas, where Ravan now comes to the battlefield. If you have read the epic or you are aware of the story, you will know that Ravan doesn't immediately come when the battle begins. He comes much later. First, he sends his lieutenants and colonels and generals, and then finally he comes. So when he comes, then Vibhishan, who is on the side of Lord Ram, he gets worried. He says, Maharaj, how will you fight him? He is such a big warrior. He has so many weapons. He has a mighty chariot. And you are barefoot. You only have your bow and arrow. How will you? So he's worried. So then Lord Ram explains how his chariot, his weapons are dharma, righteousness. This is where he explains why it is necessary for dharma to be victorious over adharma. Or why, if we pursue dharma, we are assured of victory over adharma. So these are very interesting, and these are small books. I will, if you go to our website, the Pranic Healing Society website, I'll give you the link in the end. You can find links to these books. They are available online, or you can buy them and get them. So from his life, from Lord Rama, I will just do a quick summary. His lessons from his life are how to live in dharma, how to live righteously. He shows how to be the best, how to live in a spiritual way, how ordinary life can be lived in a spiritual way. Constant, unwavering soul consciousness. As a child, he's a prince, but he's taken away by his guru, and he goes and lives in the forest with his guru. As a young man, he's about to be coronated, and that day he's banished. He goes to the forest with his wife. Okay, maybe some bliss is there, and then his wife is kidnapped. But he does not show anger or panic or despair at any time. He is forced to go to war, but war for him is the last choice after all other options have been exhausted. At every step, he finds the option that is best for everyone. That is the meaning of righteousness. What is good for everyone? He does not choose out of self-interest. He does not choose out of comfort zone. He chooses out of righteousness. No shortcuts. And yet, in everything, he achieves success. Yeah. So that is the lesson he is giving to us. Again, this is where you will find that we are in that lineage, because one of the good teachings of Master Choa is where he tells us that courage means following righteousness. Can you read the quote? Courage is the difference between success and failure. And what is the meaning of courage? That I must do the right thing, not the thing that is of most gain, not the thing that is of most convenience or of most comfort, but doing the right thing. Yeah. Okay. So then the other thing we learned from Lord Ram, from his life, is the importance of purification. Yeah. Now, one thing, let me just remind you, there are two major festivals connected with the life of Lord Ram. One is Ramanavami and the other is Dashera. Correct? Or Vijayadashami. Both of them come after 9 days of purification, what we call the Navratras. Yes? So we can see that with Lord Ram, purification is linked very, very closely. Another thing we can see from his life is that he is the Uttam Purush. He is the ideal person. He is the ideal son, he is the ideal husband, the ideal brother, the ideal ruler, the ideal friend, the ideal enemy. Why do I say ideal enemy? Because he does not lose respect even for his enemy. After he has defeated Ravan and Ravan is on his deathbed, he tells Lakshman that there is much to be learned. He is a scholar. He has much knowledge. Please approach him with humility and learn from. Yeah. So another aspect of Lord Ram, Ram se bada Ram ka naam. This is something that I have really adopted in my life. Ram se bada Ram ka naam. The name of Ram is bigger than Ram. What does that mean? So this is something that I was fortunate to learn from, directly from Master Choa in one of his sessions. He talked about the name Ram, where okay, I'm being signaled that what time ho gaya hai, better end now. Okay, we will continue this in some other session. But just the name of Rama has its own power. All right, we'll talk about it some other time. Let's just use, because when Master explained this, he gave us the mantra Om Namo Rama Om. Right? So let us end our session today with chanting of this mantra. And just a reminder that when you say Rama, you are invoking the sun god and the moon god. You are remembering that the universe is made up of yin and yang. You are saluting God the Father, God the Mother. Yes? Shiva and Shakti, both you are saluting. Keep in mind that this mantra given to us by Master Chokoksui is a way again to connect to Lord Ram. More than that, this mantra is very, very compatible with for Pranic Healers. It is a 24/7. You understand 24/7 helpline. Anytime you are short of energy, just chant the mantra. This mantra, when Master released this mantra, he gave special instructions. Again, maybe we'll do all that in a separate session. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm too fond of talking. When I start talking, I can't end. Anyway, so tomorrow is Lord Rama's birthday. Please wish him a happy birthday by chanting this mantra. You know the mantra. Om Namo Rama Om. Okay, shall we do this together a few times? Om Namo Rama Om. Om Namo Rama Om. Om Namo Rama Om. Actually, this is a very, very powerful mantra. You can even do the twin heart meditation with this mantra, and we will practice it in another session. I promise you that. Somebody was asking how to get connected with us. We will post the phone number in the group. Just send us a message and we will add you to the group. So just by the way, just wanted to share with you that recently there was an international Ramayana conference, and Mrs. Charu Sharma and I, we prepared a paper and we presented it on Lord Ram. And this paper is also available on our website. This presentation is available on our website. Please do visit I've given the link here. It's a very short link. You can feel free to go there, and I'm promising to you that regularly, frequently, we will be talking about Lord Ram. So stay connected with us. In passing, as we are ending, a reminder, we all have Ram within us, the potential to be Ram. We have the potential to become Ravan. What we have to make sure is we become Ram. And for that, again, let me remind you of Master Choa's last 3 instructions. Practice diligently, purify yourself, very good, spread the teachings. Yes. So thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. I wish there was time for questions and answers, but we can still do, if anybody is interested, we can keep discussing. If you are short of time, it's fine if you want to leave. So shall we just quickly give thanks? Lord God, thank you. Master Choa, thank you. Lord Sri Ram, thank you. All the great ones, holy gurus, holy masters, saints, thank you for your continued blessings, guidance, help, and protection. Thank you. Thank you. This is the number which you have to message on is given here. If you wish to stay connected with the Pranic Healers Society, or you can go to our website and there is a contact us page there. Just use that to contact us. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining. I am turning off the recording.